Hello and welcome to Fox 17 Sports Overtime. I'm Dave Foster. Beside me is Chris Clark, and we begin the show with the red-hot Nashville Predators. Chris, what a run this hockey team is on.
You talking about a run. Predators carrying, a 7-game win streak into their game this afternoon against the Colorado Avalanche, looking to make it 8.
Nashville starting the scoring in this one just minutes in. Austin Watson with his 10th goal of the season. 1-0 Preds with the early lead. It didn't last long, though. 7 minutes to go in the first period. Nikita Zadorov beating Pecorine here. The game tied at 1 after 1 period. Second period still tied at 1, but Nashville on the power play, and it's Kyle Turris putting the Preds back in the lead. One-timer, Turris with his 12th goal of the season. 2-1 Nashville at that point.
Oh, yeah, pick this thing up in the third. Colorado taking control. First time, it's Matt Nieto skating in. Rene catches a piece of his shot. Not enough. Puck bounces into the net. That's not how you want to let one go. Game tied at 2. 10 minutes later, Avs on the power play. Mika Rattinen with the one-timer finding the back of the net, wrinkling the twine. Avs up 3-2, but the Preds looking for the comeback. 1 minute to play, empty net, one-man advantage. Ryan Ellis tying the game up off the pass from PK Subban. This one going to OT, tied at 3. We got extra hockey. Just 1 minute over at the end of the extra time. Philip Forsberg with the game winner. Forsberg with his 18th goal of the season. Nashville comes from behind 4-3. Preds streaking, making that 8 straight.
3-on-3s, it's all about possession. Arv was tired, so he changed. I was getting tired, so we were kind of waiting for a good time to change, and Phil came back, swung, and did the rest. That was an amazing goal.
What a road trip. The Preds taking a West Coast swing, getting victories on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Back on Thursday night, Nashville coming from 2 goals down to beat the Oilers. Comebacks have been the theme. 5 minutes to go. Victor Arvidsson gives the Preds a 3-2 lead. They had been down 2-0 early. A couple minutes later, Austin Watson seals it. He's had a great week. Preds beating the Oilers by the score of 4-2. The very next night, Nashville headed to Edmonton, and again, the Preds falling behind 2-0 before rallying. Ryan Ellis ties the contest at 3 with just over 2 minutes to play. That goal would send the game into overtime, and OT would last just 43 seconds. Here comes Calle Yarncroke with the game winner as Nashville would end up beating the Canucks by the score of 4-3.
That's what I'm talking about there, man. Hey, speaking of hot, the Lipscomb Bisons unbeatable in the Atlantic Sun Conference Tournament. 2 victories at home, putting them into that championship game, but they'd have to beat Dunk City. Florida Gulf Coast in the title game. Yeah. They were doing it in the first half. Really peppered the basket, two-handed jam. Lipscomb up early by 16. More where that came from. Garrison Matthews tries the 3 from the corner. Look at the bounces. The bounces. The bounces getting it to go. 33 from Matthews. Lipscomb up 29 at the half, but Florida Gulf Coast, huge run in the second half. Brandon Goodwin's just knocking this one down. Oh, so soft. For the 3. Eagles cutting the lead to 5, but don't worry, fans. Oh, Bison fans, please don't worry. Lipscomb get it inside to Rob Marbury. Yeah. Gets the basket and the foul. Lipscomb holds on. Bisons winning the game 108-96, winning the tournament. Party hard, everybody. Lipscomb is dancing, heading to that NCAA tourney for the first time in school history.
2 big stories today. The Preds on a run. Lipscomb also with a first ever tournament title appearance coming up next week. But first, Chris, let's talk about the Predators, because this team is as hot as we've ever seen them in Nashville. 20 years going back.
Nobody wants to face this squad right now. What are we talking about? Not number 1 overall record-wise, but number 2 in the NHL. No team wants to come in here and see any part of the Predators. The only thing is they get really hot right now. Can they maintain this kind of momentum and keep it all the way through the postseason? Because it's not like it's a couple of games or 2 series. We're talking about an entire other season when the postseason hits. The question is, can they maintain that burn? I think they can. They're a little bit ahead of where they were last year. And I don't know, is it me or is there a swagger when these guys are out there on that ice right about now?
There's a big-time swagger, but you bring up a good point. Have they peaked too early? Well,
I hope not. I just want to see them keep that slow burn kind of going on. And obviously you want to see wins. It's not like they're going out to try and tie games here. That's not the point of this whole thing. But to make sure that they maintain that intensity. Hockey, in a word, it's grueling. That's the word everybody comes up with. It's grueling. And in the postseason, the playoffs, it only gets tougher. Lord Stanley's Cup is the toughest one in all of sports to beat. You're just hoping that they can maintain that burn. I think they've got just enough. And in the end, just enough is really all you need.
Well, a long way to go for them. On the other side, you and I had a chance to go out to Lipscomb. The Bisons very excited about what's coming up on Sunday, expecting a big packed house at Allen Arena to see who they'll play.
Watching all those guys come in there to play, I mean, they were smiling ear to ear, and usually college practices are another one of the things that everybody just, oh my God, doesn't want to see a part of. They don't want to be any, but it's the roughest part of the week for these players. Every single one of them, giant smile on their face, and coach was out there. They were enjoying it. They were going through drills. They were even going through a drill where they were taking charges and smiling ear to ear for it. And I like what coach said when they talked about not just wanting to be the team that shows up and is happy to be here. He told all those guys, hey, it's great that we're happy to be here, but we're here to win games. It's not just about showing up, but making some noise and doing some damage in the NC2A tournament.
Well, they're happy now. Will they be happy on Sunday, though, when they get one of those high seeds in the tournament? We'll find out about that.
That might be rough.
It could be a bad day. All right, after this short break, we'll head to the NFL Combine in Indianapolis and today's NASCAR Sprint Cup race in Las Vegas. I want to go to Las Vegas.
It's not a bad place to be sometimes. Welcome back, everybody. NFL teams have been scouting players at the Combine all this week. The Titans, they have the number 25 pick this year. It's it's that problem that successful playoff runs will give you at the end of the season. Sunday was for defensive linemen and linebackers, all the guys you don't want to see running that all-you-can-eat buffet. Vandy linebacker Oren Burks with his chance to run in front of others. That was Sean McVay, head coach of the Rams. Well, the exact same time as what he ran in the 40-yard dash twice, 4.60. The O stands for oh my, because he was rolling among the defensive linemen. Here's Khalil McKenzie, who skipped the senior season to enter the draft. McKenzie running a 5.17 in his first 40 and a 5.15 in his second. And his father, Reginald McKenzie Sr., in the stands watching his son and scouting him up.
I'm joined now by former Titans receiver Chris Sanders and talking about the NFL Combine. And why don't we start with this? You were at the Combine in 1995.
You can't tell the listeners that. I mean, that's a long time ago. Yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, thanks a lot there, fellas. Well, the young NASCAR season just getting rolling along from Daytona to Atlanta and last week and then to Las Vegas this weekend. Who would come out with the lucky cards and win this one? Well, you saw the race right here on Fox 17. Lap 2, that's Kevin Harvick wasting no time, heading right up to the front, the Jimmy John Chevy. 4-car taking over that lead. Looking strong. Harvick dominating the early portion of the race. He takes stage 1. In the first 80 laps, a little boring. Let's face it, it was a snooze fest. Bunch of guys turning left. Second 80 laps, guess who it is? It's Harvick once again. Takes stage 2. Stage 3 had some action. How about this? Jamie McMurray, 92 laps to go. First caution in the race caused by a racing incident. McMurray is out. He's not the only one. 85 laps left. It's Kyle Busch. Gets loose in the front straightaway. It takes Chase Elliott with him. To the final lap. Harvick still out in front and rolling. He led 214 laps in this one. And no surprise here, Harvick taking the checkered flag at the Pennzoil 400. Taking home back-to-back wins. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching Fox 17 Sports Overtime. I'm Chris Clark. Join us again next Sunday night, 10 o'clock.